Hello everyone. Welcome back to another episode of our entitled parents. In today's episode, let's exchange daughters. I deserve the white girl. Update. My dad left me over text. My mom won't talk to me because I didn't say goodbye to her this morning. Before we get started, make sure to subscribe so you will never miss a video. So let's get started. Let's exchange daughters. I deserve the white girl. Warning. This story is quite racist and classist, so take all your tolerance and control the desire to kill this Karen, although I don't blame you if you can't. Okay, recently it was Mother's Day and I was talking to Mom on Skype to wish her happy day and celebrate with her. When we talk about this again, I must clarify English is not my first language, for which I apologize if there are mistakes. A long time ago, more than 20 years ago, my mother had just joined my father and his family. She was a very hardworking person. She studied and worked, in addition to helping my father's family every time she could since she did not have family. Everyone loved her for these qualities. At the same time, my uncle had married a woman, let's call her Liz. Like my mother, Liz had grown up in a poor and toxic family, but she was not at all as hardworking and kind as my mother, nor so beautiful. Liz always envied my mother. She may have been married to a rich man, and I had a better economic position than my mother, but for Liz it was not enough. She wanted to be admired and loved just like my mother, so she always competed with her. Although Mom did not know that she was competing until she left the family. Liz always tried to steal credit from my mother or make my father look bad to the other members of the family, and when she did not succeed, she would cry like a little girl so that someone would take her side. One day my mother announced to the family that she was pregnant. Everyone celebrated and this angered Liz. A couple of months later, she announced that she was also pregnant. Clearly, she was competing with my mother again. Over time, it became known that both Liz and my mother were going to have girls, and they were very excited. Liz always talked to everyone about how her daughter would be, saying that her girl would have the white skin of her father, the green eyes of she, and brown hair. I do not know where the brown hair would come from, but well, my mother only hoped that I was born in good health. My mother never stopped working even while pregnant. While Liz stayed home 9 months pregnant without doing anything, the first to be born was me. I was born healthy. Liz did not even hold me when I was introduced to the family. She was still talking about his daughter. A few months later, my cousin was born, and it was here when Liz's pride went to the bottom. Her daughter was born very similar to her, with dark skin and straight hair, and the brown eyes of the father. Nothing to do with the white girl with brown hair and green eyes that she wanted. Even so, my cousin was beautiful. When my mother arrived at Liz's house, she left me with my cousin in the crib, and while she had coffee with my aunt and Liz, she noticed how she paid me a lot of attention. She always approached the crib and tried to play with me, ignoring her own daughter. I was born identical to my mother, with very light skin, black hair, a small pink mouth, and big brown eyes. Liz always complimented my skin and my eyes, to which my mother was grateful. She also tried to outshine me, which my mother did not see with favor, since she neglected my cousin, and attending to me was my mom's job. One day Liz approached the crib to see me. She asked my mother if she wanted to change her daughters. Mom knew she was not joking. Even so, I tried to make it look like a joke. Liz insisted, and my mother left her smile. The conversation went something like this. It shows that you like my daughter very much, and I like yours. If we exchange them, we will be happier. I have a good economic position, and I will be able to give her everything she needs. What she needs is her mother. You give your daughter what she needs, and I will give mine the same, but only to my true daughter. I do not intend to give it to you. Your daughter does not seem like your daughter. She adapts more to our family. She has a more delicate appearance that will fit with our way of life. Do you plan to deprive her of that? Mine, on the contrary, adapts more to your lifestyle. Not it will be difficult to work. Do you know how racist and stupid you just heard yourself? I am not a racist. I am only telling the truth. I need this girl. Besides, there will be no difference. They are almost the same age, and I doubt that the family cares. I need this girl for the simple fact of being mine. She is my daughter. I gave birth to her. You plan to deprive that girl of a comfortable and happy life just because of your selfishness? What kind of mother are you? Anyone would be happy to exchange children with me. My mother, already angry about this, ended up screaming at her. A better mother than you, because I fight my daughter and I do not treat her as an object as you do now. I will give my daughter everything she needs, and you fill your daughter with the happy life that you presume, but not try to treat the girls as objects. Attend to your daughter, and I'm going with my child. And don't even think of throwing a tantrum over this. My mother and I left that house, and for a long time, she did not let Liz see or visit me, nor did she let them leave me alone with her for fear that Liz would steal from me. Liz believed that she deserved a white daughter because according to her, she adjusted more to her status. Yes, as racist and stupid as it sounds, and that my mother was selfish for not wanting to exchange. Since then, Liz tried to make life impossible for my mother, bothering her at work and inventing accidents and even slander to blame her. She had also stolen some photos of me and presented me as her daughter to her acquaintances and friends, something that was soon known it was a lie when they visited Liz's house. Liz did not mistreat her daughter, but she always yearned to exchange babies. This continued until my uncle and Liz divorced a few years later. She left the country and rarely contacted her daughter. Shortly after the divorce, the kind of person Liz was known, and of course, my mother also told about the exchange of daughters. Now Liz is a black stain in our family and is hated even by her own daughter. No one has ever told my cousin about the exchange that her mother wanted to do. P.S. Despite all, my cousin and I grew up as sisters and we got along great. I am very happy to have the mother I have and that this exchange would never have happened. Having a mother like that is really disgusting and I am very sorry for my cousin. Edit. Wow, I didn't realize that this story got gold. Great, thanks. But I hope this is my last time posting something about Karens. I really didn't experience this because I was just a baby and I don't remember anything. I admire my mother for putting up with this, because I could not act so maturely. I would have hit Liz, and I really hope not to run into more Karens in my life, although something tells me that it will not be like that. You know, those types of people are everywhere parts. Okay, yes, I do want to strangle Liz, but what your mother did is outright amazing. Tell her that she is one amazing woman for perfectly putting up with that and keeping the family together. Stay safe. The best part is that I can store this anger and take it out on the next Karen. Fun fact 2. The reason she divorced my uncle is because I took her on vacation to the United States and tried to convince him to go live there because a woman like her deserved better than living in the third world. And how my uncle said that he did not ask for a divorce. No, he did not fight for the custody of his daughter, but he did ask for my uncle's money. Okay, I do want to beat up Liz. It just seems idiotic that someone would trade their kid just because their kid is not what they expected. Liz didn't want a daughter at all. She just wanted an accessory to show off to her friends. I'm really happy that your uncle divorced her and that everyone hates her. Update. My dad left me over text. So today, my dad called me. His school had called him saying I hadn't attended Saturday intervention 2 days ago. My mom has asked them multiple times, telling them not to contact him. When he called, he asked me why I had not attended, and then stated I was unaware of the fact that I had it as I hadn't been in the class as I was working on a different GCSE. He carried on questioning me and I then said, "What happened to abandoning me?" which then caused him to shout, therefore I hung up. He then messaged me stating he was canceling my phone contract. This is being sorted by my mom, so no need to worry about that. I'm just shocked by the fact that someone who had abandoned me decided to come back into my life just to hurt me. Not only this, but the cancellation fee is £169.86, so he is also spending money to do this. Not really seeking advice on this one, just needed to get it out of my system. I'm going to tell all my teachers to not call/message him. A few already know, but I will make sure everyone remembers. I'd see about getting your moms to contact a paralegal to draw up a vaguely threatening letter for the school that if they continue contacting him about you, there will be legal action taken. See, it's not really the school's fault as to take him off. Apparently, they need proof my mom has full custody, and luckily all my teachers are considerate enough to not contact him. It's only because he's legally on my birth certificate and the paperwork for my primary about custody didn't carry over. I would go to every person who has his contact information with a permanent marker to black out his name, address, and phone number. If they have his info stored in their phone, make them erase it in front of you. Bring your mother with you if necessary. It's just on the system with my school, not written. They put a note on apparently saying not to contact him, or they were asked to, but luckily all my teachers wouldn't contact him anyway after I asked them. They can't take it off the system without seeing the paperwork for my mom having full custody as his name's on my birth certificate. Nice response. You are right, you're better off without him. Have your mom tell your school that if they contact your, frankly, kind of abusive father about you again, after being told not to multiple times, you will be consulting some legal advice. I read the OP you made. If he texts you again to tell you he's not contacting you ever again, I would seriously just text back, "K," and be done with him. It's his loss. My mom won't talk to me because I didn't say goodbye to her this morning. Please let me know if I'm wrong, or if this lady is just trying to make me crazy. I woke up late this morning for work and had to rush out of the house. My mom was using the bathroom and I didn't get a chance to say goodbye. She also has a tendency to chat in the mornings, making me later than I already am. I called her as I walked to my car to apologize for not saying goodbye. She immediately said, "Wow, you really left without saying bye?" and hung up on me. I called her back and she ignored my calls. Am I wrong for not saying bye? If she gives you the silent treatment, pretend you don't notice. She'll stop when she doesn't get the desired reaction. Until then, enjoy the silence. This. Also hum happily to yourself whilst pottering about the house, enjoying breaking the silence at your own whim. Sounds like your mother has a problem one way or another and taking her frustrations out on you and possibly other family members. Just ignore her entitled, pathetic behavior and enjoy the silence. If she has a problem with you not saying good morning to her, that's all it is, her problem. I just yell out "I love you" as I walk out the door. If anyone hears it or not, I have no clue, but I said it at least. You're not her emotional support animal. If she doesn't understand the concept of running late and can't regulate her emotions like a big girl, that's her problem. Continue to be kind and courteous, but don't chase her asking what's wrong, etc. That's attention that she wants. Just ignore her bad behavior like you would a toddler temper tantrum. Sounds like your mom is a real handful. On behalf of all parents everywhere, I apologize for her behavior. If you made it to the end of the video, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share, and we will see you in the next video.